4:07 a.m. Wednesday, July 6th, 2022. Spent the last couple of days off, mostly relaxing, and it was obscenely hot out. Don't think I really recorded anything other than the shorts that had gone up for those 2 days. Before that, a few thoughts crossed my mind, and I tried to make videos for them and was never in a position to upload them, and they were topical, so now I'm not going to upload them. Time sensitive, I should say. So, I work tomorrow. This will probably get uploaded unless I decide to delete this and re-record something better tomorrow. In the event that this actually gets uploaded, I hope everyone's doing okay. Got a couple video ideas to do here shortly. One for the, well, actually, I think two of them for the post-apocalyptic mukbang. Some new discoveries of survivalism with dried goods that include things like cocoa and peanut butter. It's pretty cool. Just went shopping today, stocked up on a whole bunch of canned goods and a few dry goods. Cats are good for a while. Prices are not getting any lower. It is what it is, I guess. Basically, in the worldview part, we're watching the unfurling and unfolding of the consequences of the thing that I am not allowed to talk about. I will say hypothetically that if the electoral system was hijacked, the country would die. So, the government, federal level, tried to pass a do a something, anything, somebody just do something bill because of an uptick in gun violence. And I'm not the one bringing up the idea. I'm just the one repeating that other people have said the same thing, that, gee, it's just awful fascinating how this shit really only seems to happen on election years, doesn't it? That's just, what a coincidence. The law really amounted to a bunch of blowhard, hot air. An attempt at some incentives that, should states pass laws that would infringe on certain rights, they could gain more federal funding. The problem is federal funding doesn't seem to be worth anything with the inflation. Not sure anybody gives a fuck about Ukraine. Nicely distracted by the collapse of civilization, the people just apparently snapping off and losing their shit. It's gonna get worse. This is why it's important to be armed. To put it in the parlance of the Dark Tower, the world is moving on. I know I've said that before. I don't know if anybody's realizing what that means. If you do not follow the world, it will leave you behind. But if you follow it, you have no idea what you may become. I don't know. I don't really know what else to say because I'm not trying to go on any particular diatribes. None of it is ultimately that important. Um, you will notice that these events seem to have a cycle to them. It's just maybe just outside your ability to really grasp the full pattern. It's nobody's fault. Well, it is the fault of the people that created the pattern, that designed it to work just outside the reach of the public mass consciousness attention span. Even for someone who has ridiculous memory abilities, it is really, really hard to keep track of the same thing among all other things for like 6 or 7 weeks. To remember something that long, you put things down, things slip into the background because there's other things you're dealing with at any given time. It is really, really hard. But the average public awareness, mass consciousness attention span is about 5 weeks. So anywhere from 4 weeks to 6 weeks, having something change, having a couple of things on top of each other so that you completely forgot that there was a change, and the technique in general is referred to as waves of terror. What happens is there is always a new thing to be concerned about and another wave of a new thing to be concerned about. And what happens is in between the waves is people like catch their breath and they're like, okay, I think we got it, we're good, we can keep moving. And say, oh no, here comes another one. And it is an attempt to demoralize. So rather than me explain it, just look up that video from like Call of Duty. The dude on there, his name is Yuri, worked for the KGB, defected, moved to Canada, did books, speaking tours, gave that interview. And what he's talking about is real. People who are demoralized do not have any moral compass. Not only that, but they really don't have any way of boosting morals, morality. It's all connected. When you are demoralized, your ability to discern those things has been wiped clean by the constant waves of terror. You don't know which way is up, which way is down, what is right or left or wrong or correct. All you know is that shit gets crazy, and then you can breathe for a while, and then, oh fuck, here comes some more shit. If that's what your life seems like, shit, I can't even ask you to question your decisions or your principles, because if your life is like that, you're in the process of demoralization. It may not be possible for you to recognize right from wrong, good from bad, true from false. So, you don't hear me offering any suggestions on solutions to this problem because I don't think there is one. We will either get through it or we won't. This is the Great Sieve.